I think launches are dangerous, and there's a better way to do it. Now, let me explain. There's a person that I work with, and they launch their product or program one time a year. 10 months out of the year, they're not doing the launch of their program, they're doing other things. And then they promote their program for, a month of pre-launch and then another month of launching, and then they sell a bunch of stuff. And their revenue can be enormous, and it can also swing wildly. And I think that there's a problem with this, and let me defend my position. There is a frozen yogurt place nearby my house, and it's my family's favorite neighborhood spot. And like many restaurants and shops like that, they give you a little punch card. And every time you go there, they punch your card. And when you fill up the punch card, then you get a free frozen yogurt. I like to think of my business more like that punch card, where every single month I'm going to punch a hole in that card. I'm going to pick a promotion, a workshop, a boot camp, a webinar, a summit, a challenge, or something like that. My favorites are short paid workshops. I do those most of the year, but every now and then I get a little bit more creative. And that's what I do. I pick a new promotion once a month. Well, why would I do this? For a couple reasons. Number one, I want to give new subscribers to my list a chance to become a customer. If you join my list now and I'm launching in 11.9 months, you're going to have to wait a full year for me to be able to invite you to become a customer. And I want more bites at that apple, so to speak. The second reason I recommend you do something more frequently is it puts way less pressure on you. You can modify the promotion next month if the promotion this month doesn't quite go like you hoped. You just get more attempts, which brings me to my third point. You get more feedback. So every time you launch a promotion, you see how it goes. Does your list buy it? Does cold traffic buy it? Maybe you test out Facebook ads or paid traffic to your workshop. Does that convert? What order bumps or upsells increase average order value and make the whole marketing machine worth running in the first place? That amount of iteration and feedback is great. If you only get one shot a year and then you want to change some stuff, you have to wait another year. And I learned this years ago when I was running Facebook ads for a women's fitness company. They sold a course certification kind of thing, and they launched every other month. They had two key products that they sold. They were both about $1,000. And every month we would do a launch. And then the next month we would kind of get ready for the next month's promotion. And they just cycled back and forth between those two flagship products every other month. And I thought this is really useful as the Facebook advertiser. I worked with them for 4 years and I ran dozens of launches. That's how I got really good at launching with Facebook ads, was because I was working with them so closely and so often. Every year we would have 6 launches that we could work with. And now that I run my own business and I turn my ideas and experience and expertise into revenue via these short paid workshops, which is my most favorite type of promotion to run each month, I get a lot of feedback from my customers, get a lot of feedback from my marketing, I get a lot of feedback from my messaging, and it takes the pressure way down. So if you're doing an infrequent, big, stressful, exhausting launch, once a year, twice a year, something like that, I would recommend you get more repetitions, which brings me to my final point. I've got 3 sons, and they like to go to the gym. My oldest especially, he loves to go to the gym. He goes almost every night. And as he's starting to get some progress in the gym, he's realizing what I just told you, that it's going to take a lot more repetitions for him to meet his fitness goals. And so if you were coming up to me and said, hey, or my son saying, hey, Dad, I want to bench press 300 pounds. How much time will that take? How much time will have to pass before I'm able to execute that in the gym? How many calendar days? How many hours? How many months? How many years? Well, that depends on how many repetitions you get in. So if you knew that your third promotion was going to be really successful, how quickly would you want to get through promotion number 1 and promotion number 2? One of my favorite sayings is you can't do your second event until you do your first one. So you can't do your second Facebook ad until you do your first one. You can't do your second promotion until you do your first one. And so in that way, it's not about the amount of time that passes. It's about how many repetitions can you get in, which gives you feedback, it gives you customers, it gives you confidence, it gives you clarity, it gives you momentum, it decreases pressure, it decreases stress, because you get so many attempts. So if you're looking at time and you're mapping out the next year and saying, well, I'm going to launch my next big thing way in the future, might I recommend you do it sooner? And might I recommend you do it more often? That feedback loop will be so helpful and you'll really grow your business. So there's a better way than launching. Oh yeah, by the way, one more thing. If you're wondering, well, hey Cody, where do I get the people to email to invite to my promotion that you've now convinced me to do more often? I've got a full course, it's totally free, on exactly how I automate my list building So my email list grows around the clock. And every time I send an email, every time I host a promotion, I invite more people than last time. Just click the link and the video that just popped up on your screen, and I'll see you there.